Morning, all packed and ready to go. Turns out it's not really an easy task to load your bike when you can't take your bike into your room, but it all worked out, and it was a nice night's sleep. Had a shower, everything was good. So, see you as I make my way to the trail. Good morning, all loaded up, ready to roll. Got to get over to the Gap trail beginning. Whoop, I was going to put my lights on. I had to go through some traffic here. Go down here and get a running start because this is a little bit of a hill here. Oh, that's not too bad. You might put it in trail right away. Let's get rolling. Hi. All right, we go down here, we bear left, and then over the bridge. A little brisk, but it feels good. I'm all sweaty from getting packed up. So much for my nice shower last night. Okay, here we go. This is Baltimore. It goes over the bridge, over the Potomac. Turn right. I've got a turn signal. Let's keep, whoa, just made it. Okay, that was easy. Here is the beginning of the trail. End of C&O where I came yesterday, and the Gap Trail goes this way, I guess. 44 miles to Rockwood. All right, how does one know where they're going? I guess it's over this way. Bicycle sign. Oh. Downtown, Amtrak's down. I don't want to go downtown. I want to go. All right. Great Allegheny Passage. All right, there's a sign. Seen this dozens of times in videos coming the other way, people coming into Cumberland and this little crossover railroad tracks. Okay, and now we're off. 0.6 miles so far. Only 53 plus to go. This is it. So this is paved in this part. I think it's crushed stone most of the way then. The Gap's going to have more inclines than I experienced yesterday, and I used all my battery down to 7%, so I may have to stop in Frostburg and charge the battery a while. Turns out it's kind of difficult to pack panniers on a bed and not on your bike, but we did it. So on Monday, I'll be coming back this way. So again, this was part of the railroad. Morning. Good morning, thank you. He's a big one. You got it. Maybe the first of many hills. Am I going this way? This right? This can't be right. Yeah, I guess it is. I could use some signs. This is the Gap, right? Yeah, thank you. I wasn't sure back there. So, I had a room at the Cumberland Hotel and Spa, which is actually a converted house with several different rooms, which would have been dining room, living room, etc., were converted into bedrooms. Turned out my bedroom didn't have a bath, which surprised me. So, and it was warm, like no AC, and I couldn't believe it. It turns out that the AC had been turned down a little bit because it was cool the night before. So the gentleman, whom I've not seen, turned the AC up and got a little bit better, but he also left me a nice big fan, which I ran all night. And then it turns out that I actually do have a bathroom. It's just across the hall. I saw it before, but it had a number 2 and a number 3 on it, but it didn't occur to me that 3, that was my bedroom, so it can't be 2 3s. But after being a little frustrated, it ended up being really a fairly decent stay. On your left, morning. At least I had a really nice shower, and I walked into the town proper, went to the Baltimore Grill, which had been recommended, and it was excellent. Had a nice chocolate stout, and then shrimp scampi, and a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. So, all in all, good. Then I walked back. Meanwhile, I had plugged everything in, and turns out I had a lot of things to charge, but I had brought all the right cable. Now we're off on day 2 to Rockwood, and then on to Somerset. First event of my reunion is at 6 o'clock. I'm hoping that I get into Somerset no later than 4, but I have a little bit of leeway. Coming between you. Whoop. Oh, hi. Saw you last night. No, you're good. Okay, we're at 2 miles in, a little 2+. Trail has turned to crushed gravel, so that's what I expected. My take so far, 2 miles in, is this going to be a little bit more of a struggle than yesterday was. Thank goodness for having an e-bike where I've got some power and places I can stop if I need to recharge the battery. Hopefully I won't have to do that, but I'm anticipating that I will. And my Garmin's telling me this is a 0, and now it's telling me it's a 1% grade, and it feels like. And then it says 0, so hard to tell. Nothing changed. I think the grade recognition on the Garmin is more accurate when it's a little bit more extreme. Not 0, 1, 2, or even 3, but upwards to 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Then it's more realistic and more accurate. Okay, there's a W up here for the railroad. Maybe it means there's a crossing and they have to blow the whistle. We'll see. We get up here. They usually start blowing the whistle early. Yeah, there's a road up here, so that must be what it is. One thing I've noticed is a bunch of walnuts. I think they're walnuts falling on the ground, and they can be a little treacherous. I just hit one there and it moved me a little bit, so I have to watch out for that. I certainly don't want to fall. I don't want to fall because of a walnut. As I recall from videos I've watched, it's like this until we get to the Eastern Continental Divide. Everybody says it's a great ride into Cumberland when you're coming the other way and heading towards DC. Yeah, this is a bit of an uphill, but not too bad. I don't want to use too much battery, so I'm leaving it in Echo 1. I'm only getting 8 miles an hour on it. I'll live with that for now. And I'm actually getting a little warm, so I might take this windbreaker off. It is now 8:10. I had hoped to be in the road by 7, but I was still packing the bike at 7:38. All good. Okay, we are almost 6 miles into my mileage, and we're coming to a Cache Valley Road crossing. And this is definitely a grade. Pretty countryside, though. If I recall, this rail line, or railroad over here, is used for something. I forget what it was. Now, this is kind of flat here, so I mean, it tells me it's 2% grade, but I guess I shouldn't pay attention to that. We have another crossing up here. The W is definitely an indication to blow the whistle. So I'm really lucking out with the weather again today. No rain. It's not predicted anyway. It's 66 degrees and overcast, so it's nice. So what I'm on is the ascent to the Eastern Continental Divide, and then I believe it's kind of downhill to Frostburg. All right, we're approaching the first of several tunnels. Brush, 1911. I better put my lights on. So 172, that must be the mileage from wherever the train started. Oh, this has lights in it. A lot better than the pawpaw. Now my bag is completely blocking the light. That's no good. Fortunately, I don't really need it. It's not near as long as the pawpaw. Being greeted by a deer. Good morning, son. How are you? Okay, what do we have up here? Another railroad cross. Oh, I see what's happening. As you may have noticed, the tracks are on our left now. I crossed over back there a little ways, and now we're going back over to the other side. I guess that was because of the tunnel. Here we go. Onward and upward. My mileage is 10.4, so actual time on the trail is a little bit less than that. Just passed a guy back there, Ed, out for a ride. Had 3 knee replacements and hip replacement. He had an e-bike. Nice guy. So he was telling me that Frostburg is about 9 miles up here, and I'm totally wrong about the Continental Divide, which I should have understood because Continental Divide doesn't happen until well after Frostburg, but he says it's pretty much uphill until then. So I think I'm using, still an Eco, but I'm using Power Assist 2. The battery's down to 79%. So I think I'll give my battery a little charge up in Frostburg, and I'll check and see how far it is from Frostburg to Meyersdale. It might be better to do it there. But I'm able, with a little more assist in my derailleur gear of 6 out of 8, so it's a higher gear, I am able to get around 10 miles per hour. If I really push it, which I need to do, I can get probably to 11 and 12. Look at the view. All right, this is a nice trail. And again, great weather. It's still probably high 60s, maybe it's 70. A little bit of a breeze, quite a bit of a breeze actually. Mile 10 on the trail. Okay, let's roll this baby up. Between Cumberland and Frostburg, about 8 miles from Frostburg. Beautiful view. And to stop and just take a little video of it. See the windmills over there on the horizon. All right. Another form of recreation. Howdy! Enjoy! So that's what the railroad is for. Okay, I've got 16.4 miles and we are at the Frostburg trailhead. You actually have to go up that roundabout up there to get into Frostburg. I'm not doing that. I'm going to stop here. I have to make a decision whether to charge my battery now or charge it later. That's the hardest part. No, the hardest part is to keep going. Hard part's what? To keep going. Keep going. But you're going down, so you're okay.
Well, the only trouble with that is I got to come back up.
Oh.
I'm meeting a buddy down here, and then we're riding back up. Usually I head that way and finish up on the downhill.
Uh-huh.
So today I got to finish up on the uphill.
Oh, there it is. It's uphill until I get to, what?
23.5 mile mark.
Uh-huh. And we're at 14 now.
We're at the 15.
Yeah.
15 and
Oh, that's not too bad then.
You got about 8 miles.
Okay. And then it gets nicer.
You know, about 6 miles, about the Mason-Dixon Line, it starts to level off a little bit. Then when you go through the big tunnel, the Savage Tunnel up there, that's a little bit flatter. And from there to the Continental Divide, it's easier. It just, once you cross the Pennsylvania line, it gets a little easier.
Okay, good. I'm looking for a little easier. I mean, that isn't that bad a grade, but it was killing me.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
and I got an e-bike, you know. And I just remembered, my camera's still going. Do you mind being recorded?
If I'm being recorded, I mean, whatever.
You'll be famous, maybe.
I'll be famous? You want my autograph?
I don't think so. I don't think you'll be famous.
I haven't been famous yet, so
no?
I probably won't be.
So I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia.
But I've ridden with people like that.
Bill Booz.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Andy Crow.
Andy Crow.
And I'm local talent or lack of talent here in Frostburg.
Oh, you live in Frostburg. Cool. Huh. I'm originally from Somerset, Pennsylvania. That's where I'm headed for a high school reunion. I wasn't expecting this to be as grueling. I was expecting Rockwood up to Somerset to be the grueling part. I had to go out on the highway. Yeah.
Rockwood to Somerset, you have to get on the highway?
Yeah.
Rockwood to Somerset, you run up Water Level Road.
Yeah.
It's not, I didn't think it
no worse than this, maybe. Huh?
It probably isn't any worse than this.
Yeah.
I don't remember, what is it, maybe 7 miles from Rockwood to Somerset?
No, it's about 10, 9, I think it is. Okay. So it was 44 from Cumberland to Rockwood, and then 9, so 53 miles. I did 62 yesterday from Hancock. And that was fine. If I ride in one of the assist levels and pedal, put it in I have 8 gears, so I'm in 6. I get pretty much an average of 12 miles an hour, and that's what I want. But today I've been doing early on it was like 8.5. I might be up to 9 now as an average, and it's sucking battery. I'm down to almost 60%.
And yet you've got 2/3 of it without question.
Yeah. To
here, and so you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm trying to decide whether to charge the battery up a little bit here and eat a sandwich or do it in Meyersdale.
Meyersdale, it's going to be a little lower. You're going to be through, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be closer to lunchtime is a better time to take a break.
Good idea. What was your name again?
Andy.
Andy.
Rowe.
Well, thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
I'll take that advice. I'll just have a drink of water then instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably what I would do. Last year I got 5,353 miles.
Whoa, good for you.
Yeah, but this year, right now, I'm shy of 2,000 miles as of yet.
Yeah.
I
You'll make it. You ride in the winter?
Depending on what the weather is.
Yeah, well, that's right. Around here, you guys still get snow, I think. Yeah, down in Lynchburg, we don't get snow that much anymore.
Because of snow and because of cold.
Yeah. Yeah, with cold, I'm a wimp with cold, and not keen on hot either. Do they numb up on you when you're riding now?
No.
Because you're not really putting in pressure as I'm leaning down on my hands.
But before they really did.
Yeah. Well, my physical therapist suggested, and it works. I just try it because this hand, they'll numb up. So I can go one-handed without feeling like I'm going to fall over, you know. And so do this and this, and damned if in a couple, if I can ride long enough one-handed, it's not numb anymore. Yeah. Good. Well, I'll let you go. Well, I'm going to drink my drink.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
I hope you even enjoy your little ride up Water Level Road.
Okay, I'm sure I will. I'll be anxious to get up there and have a drink.
There you go.
a proper drink. Yeah. We'll see ya.
Good day, sir.
You too. Okay, I think that clinches it. I'll just keep it on and get over the Eastern Continental Divide. I have 60-some% left, and then I will stop in Meyersdale and charge up the battery a little bit to get it up somewhat. It takes 5 hours to do the whole 100%, but so I'll eat my lunch then. Just left Frostburg trailhead. I'm now at 17.7 miles, and my battery is 62%. So I've used up 38, almost 2% per mile, compared to my test ride in Eco 1, where I was 1% per mile. I'm in 1%. I'm in Power Assist level 1 now, but I have been using 2, and that's what's eating up the battery. This trail at this point looks like a super highway, so wide, and we're approaching probably, maybe another 5 miles. The Big Savage Tunnel. I'll put down how long it is. I think it's a little bit longer than the Pawpaw was, and they close it in November before the freezing temperatures arrive, and don't open it until, I don't think, April 1st or something like that, just to protect the tunnel from the elements. A couple miles after that is the Great Divide, where we hit the highest point of the Gap Trail at 23, I think it's 2,300 plus feet elevation, and that's the Eastern Continental Divide. All right, so we're rolling along, slowly but surely. All right, so the trail thinned out again. Apparently there's a roadway that's next to it, and we have a tunnel coming up, but this is not the Big Savage. This is a short one. So we'll see what this one's called. Say here, Borden, the Borden Tunnel. All right, built in 1911 and funded by the Borden Mining Company, which was mining coal in Cumberland and transporting it. That's the last tunnel before Pennsylvania, I thought. So this is a relatively short, fewer than 1,000 feet, short tunnel. That's right, the light doesn't do anything. Oh, this is the one that has lights that come on. Some motion sensors turn lights on, but not turn. Oh, there we go. All right, Pennsylvania, here we come. This is the Mason-Dixon Line. There's the stone Mason-Dixon. And the line is right up here. So, leaving Maryland, arriving Pennsylvania. Okay, 2+ hours in, and I've arrived at the Mason-Dixon Line. So this is the end of the trail in Maryland. Walking over the line, and now in Pennsylvania. Phew. Okay, so the Big Savage Tunnel is in Pennsylvania, and I think it's coming up. Good enough.